All right, good morning, friends. So today we are going to continue talking about measurement, but it's going to look a little bit different today. We're going to do measurement word problems. So length word problems, okay? So let's review. Inches are going to be our smallest unit of measurement that we're really going to focus on, but there are also something even smaller called centimeters. That is about the width of a paper clip. An inch is about the length of a paper clip. So the width is like this, the length is like this, or you could look at it of the width of a pencil is about a centimeter and the width of your thumb is about an inch. Okay, so inches are a small unit of measurement. Feet are the size of a ruler. All right. A foot is 12 inches long, and it's also about the length of the tile sitting in front of you under your feet. A yard is the same as 3 feet. So if you put 3 tiles together, then that is 1 yard, okay? 3 rulers put together is 1 yard. All right, so if the sub could please pass out everybody's worksheet, the measurement word problems, now we can get started. So if not, go ahead and pause it and then we'll get started. All right, so let's look at number 1. All right, so Lydia measured 5 picture frames to hang on the wall. Now remember, guys, we want to underline, circle important things, do all of those strategies. So 5 picture frames. 4 frames were each 11 inches wide, and the last frame was 2 inches shorter than the others. Okay, what was the width of the frames combined? Ooh, that's a lot of information. Let's do it together. Draw your picture. So how many frames were there? There were 5. 5 frames. So draw it out. Draw 5 frames. All right, so 4 of these frames were 11 inches wide. So 11 inches on this side, 11 inches on this side, 11 inches on this side, 11 inches on this side. All right, let me zoom in a little bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4 frames were 11 inches wide. The last frame, what's going on with that one? Well, the last frame was 2 inches shorter than the others. So the last frame's width was 2 inches shorter than the others. So 2 inches shorter. What were the others? The others were 11. So 2 inches shorter, is that going to be addition or subtraction? That's going to be subtraction, right? So 2 inches shorter than that. All right, so what is 11 minus 2? 9. Good job. Good job. So this last frame, the last frame was 9 inches wide. Okay? 9 inches wide. So what we should do, what does the question say? What was the width of the frames combined? Combined means what? Put them together. Combined means add them up. Okay, so if we take a look at it, we need to add up all the widths. 11, 11, 11, 11, 9. So we need to add all those up. 11 plus 11 plus 11 plus 11 plus 9. Okay, so how many 11s are we adding? 4. So that could be, what that could look like is you adding up 11 plus 11 plus 11 plus 11, or doing 11 times 4. What is 11 times 4? 44. Good job. And then we still have this plus 9 right here. We still have to do something with that. We can't just leave that out. So what should we do? Well, we take what we have, 44, and we add the 9 with it. Okay, so what is 44 plus 9? Try and do that in your head real fast. That is 53. So what is the width of the frames combined? 53 inches. All right, so make sure you have that all written down and worked out with me. All right, the next one, number 2. And if you need to pause it, make sure you pause it to catch up. Which unit would I use to measure the length of a dolphin? All right, so think about a dolphin. Would you want to use inches, feet, or yards? Inches, feet, or yards? Well, let's think about it. Inches, would that be too small to measure a dolphin? Or would that be too big to measure a dolphin? Or would that be just right? It would probably be too small. You'd probably want something a little bit bigger to measure dolphins with. All right? Feet and yards is what we have left. All right, so think about a yard. Okay, I know you guys might not have ever seen a dolphin before, but they're probably about a little bit smaller than a shark. Okay, so they're big animals, but they're not ginormous. Okay, so what do you think? Should we measure in feet or yards? Well, I think feet would be the best option because yards might be too big. Okay, yards might be too big. So if I were you, I would measure a dolphin in feet. That would give me a more accurate measurement of how long a dolphin is. All right. Number 3, Mr. Smith's construction company was building 3 buildings in Winston-Salem. 2 of the buildings were 40 feet high, and 1 building was 12 feet higher than the others. What's the height of all 3 buildings all together? All right, so there's a couple things we got to do here. Let's draw a picture first. So let's draw 3 buildings. Let's see. 1, 2, and let's see. 2 of the buildings were 40 feet high. So from the top to the bottom was 40 feet. For 2 of them, okay? 2 of the buildings. So this one was 40, this one was 40. So they were the same length, the same height. But the other building, one other building, because there were 3 total, so the other building was bigger. It was 12 feet higher than the other. Okay? So how big was that? Well, how big was the other 2 buildings? They were 40 feet. But the third building was 12 feet higher. So would that be 40 plus 12? Or would that be 40 minus 12? Higher means plus. So we would want to add 12 feet to the other, the 40 feet to get how big the third building was. So 0 plus 2 is 2. 4 plus 1 is 5. So the other building is 52 feet high. Wow, that's really big. So is that answering my question being asked? Nope. What is the height of the 3 buildings all together? What does all together tell me? All together says put all 3 heights together. Add them up. So we need to add 40 plus 40 plus 52. And that will give me the height of all 3 buildings together. So when you finish this video, stop it, do this addition, and figure out what the height is together.